Hello to my beautiful collectives out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro Cheryl. And this is your forecast for your astrology forecast, that is for February 2026. Wow, time is passing us right by. And before we get started, I just want to share with you some of the things that I want to point out for the month because this is a fast month because we only have 28 days in February. So things are moving pretty rapidly at this time. And when I say 2026, it brings to mind that in Ethiopia, they're only in 2018 because of the calendar that they use. So we're here, they're there, and their calendar is a solar calendar, whereas ours is the Gregorian calendar. But with their calendar, their body is more accustomed to the earth because it being a solar calendar, when the sun rises, that's when the time begins. When the sun sets, that's when the time ends. Okay, and I think that's important because we are, as a collective, our frequency on the planet is being reset because we're in the age of Aquarius, right? And the feminine Kundalini energy is rising, so that is creating change, and that's why in the Americas we see that government system breaking down because the Kundalini energy is about not about control, okay? It's more about our emotions and bringing love into the story, you know. So we're seeing a lot of what's been hidden coming to the surface, especially with those people who are in positions of authority. Okay, and what we have this month is a stellium starting out the month in the sign of Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius is all about the people having the power. Okay, and in the Americas, we can see that the system is breaking down and the people are starting to pay attention, take control. Okay, so we have, Mercury in Aquarius right now, Venus in Aquarius right now, the Sun in Aquarius right now. And we also have two asteroids, Vesta, and Vesta is the virgin goddess of hospitality. However, she's committed to her own internal flame. Okay, so when we're talking about your own internal self, God, that's where Vesta is touching in on us, is for us to remember who we really are. And the other asteroid is Astrea, and she is about justice, okay? And this is what we're looking at right now at this moment in time. We're looking at how that feminine energy is rising. And again, it's called the Kundalini, where, you know, some of us may have thought that that was a masculine energy, but no, it's a female energy. And we all have male and female in our body, okay? We are dual energies. So she's raising the vibration, and it is up to us as individuals whether or not you want to change your frequency, okay? Because either you in or it's going to go without you. Okay, and let's see what else did I want to say. We also have Pluto in Aquarius, okay? So big changes, transformation energy here. Then we have this full moon in Leo, which is about the heart, you know, thinking, not thinking with your mind, but with your heart, okay? And this is in opposition to this stellium in Aquarius. However, with the full moon, we're talking about releasing things that no longer serve us. So it's a time where we have to get to the point where we have to start shining, okay? This is our time to shine as individuals. So wherever it is in your, what is it, your inner child, where you feel or was taught that you're not enough, you are enough. And you have to change that concept of who you are, because this is about growth. And whether we like it or not, we're going to have to accept where we're headed. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to just discuss a few other things that's happening this month. We have Uranus turning direct in in Taurus, okay? And then we have Mercury moving out of that stellium into Pisces on the 6th. Venus moves out of that stellium and moves into Pisces on the 10th. Saturn, this is the big deal. Saturn moves into Aries on the 13th, okay? And that is where Saturn will stay there for the next 2 years. And that's where we have Neptune, and they will conjunct. Okay, we also have there is so much packed energy here. We have the solar eclipse happening in Aquarius, and that's going to be on the 17th. And we also have the lunar new year happening as well, moving out of the snake energy, Kundalini, and into the fire horse. So we have lots of fast paced energy happening this month. So things are going to be moving rapidly, suddenly, shockingly, because we have Uranus moving direct. Okay, and let's see if there's anything else I want to share with you. On the 20th, Saturn conjuncts Neptune in Aries at 0 degrees. Now, this is like a super duper manifesting energy. So, whatever it is that you feel, because it's your emotions that is going to dictate to how your manifestations show up for you in your life. So use your feelings wisely. We also have Mercury turning retrograde in Pisces on the 26th. And the last thing, we'll have Mars in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus on the 27th. Okay, so take a breather. You know, you got to settle in and try not to be reactive, because this passionate, fiery energy is here for us this month. But we need to move with intention and consciously. Okay, so I'll see you on the other side. More left. Hello to my beautiful Sagittarius collective. Welcome to my channel, Astro Cheryl, and this is your monthly forecast for February 2026. Okay, I did a introductory video, and it gives you the highlights and some tidbits on, little gold nuggets here and there. So why don't you check that out? And in the meantime, I am going to share with you the start, give me a minute, of the month. We'll just get right into the forecast. So, on the 1st of February, the full moon is in Leo, and Leo is in your ninth house of higher learning, spirituality, your belief systems, your religion, long distance travel, other cultures, other people from other cultures as well, philosophy, teaching, and publishing. Okay? So, this transit urges you to travel, relocate, or take a leap of faith into a new life direction or study. You may get clear around your beliefs, such as what you truly have faith in, as opposed to the ideas you've outgrown. You may find yourself in a position to take a public stance, speak your truth, or defend your perspective with courage. And this is about this Leo full moon here is about you connecting with your heart instead of with your mind. So think from your heart, show yourself more love, okay, and then more love will come to you, and nurture your inner child, okay, and let go of those things that says you can't have what you want, when in fact you can have it all. You just have to know how to go about getting it, and know that you are enough. Okay? So we're going to move on to the 3rd. All right, we have Uranus stationed direct in Taurus, and this is happening in your 6th house of your house of health, your house of daily routine, your house of work, and your house of being of service, as well as your authority figures and your co-workers. Okay? So, Mercury is in detriment. Oh, I'm sorry. We're in with Uranus station direct. Okay, your daily habits and routines may suddenly change with your job. Technology upgrades at work are also likely, or experimental wellness approaches like alternative diets and holistic healing. Just know that change is happening rapidly, okay? So on the 6th, we have Mercury moving to Pisces, and Mercury is detriment in the sign of Pisces. It doesn't work well there, but this is happening in your 4th house, and your 4th house is your home, your physical place of living, your private life. This is your family, your relationship with your parents, your history, ancestry, property. Okay, so you may feel drawn to beautify your living space with artistic touches or create a sanctuary like atmosphere. Expect heightened intuition towards the needs of your loved ones. Okay? Now, February the 13th, we have Saturn moving into Aries and it will remain here until 2028. And it's in its fall in Aries. I forgot to mention that previously, but this is happening in your fifth house. So, your fifth house is the house of creativity. It's the house of fun, your hobbies, children, your inner child, and romance is also a part of this house. So this transit demands serious commitment to your hobbies, art, or love affairs that transform casual fun into lasting achievements. Saturn is in this place for a reason. Expect frustration like stalled projects, romantic tests, or parenting duties that feel heavy. Saturn is also an earth energy, it's grounding. Okay? You will have to confront your fears of failure or rejection head on. Okay? So do that. On the 17th, we have the new moon in Aquarius, and this is happening in your third house. Expect heightened mental alertness. Your third house is about communication, your siblings, your local neighborhood, short trips, and old friends. Okay? Your siblings or neighbors may bring surprises. Set your intentions for stronger and freer bonds here, okay, with this new moon. Freer because Aquarius is about freedom. So you may be inspired to take short trips or change your daily routine. On the 20th, we have Neptune in Aries conjunct Saturn, and this is at 0 degrees, so this is a new beginning here. And this is happening in your fifth house. This is the beginning of a 36-year cycle. So Neptune is stationed here until 2039, and Saturn will only be here until 2028. So the work that has to be done is the tests that you complete, because after Saturn moves, Neptune will be here. So you have to really be grounded and set your boundaries and know who you are in relationship to what's going on with you in your fifth house, okay? So during this transit, you get a reality check, testing your dreams against your reality that will reveal the unsustainable fantasies in your creativity or your romantic life, okay? You may be at risk of escapism, Neptune's energy, derailing projects, or blurred romantic boundaries. Your rewards come from committed, authentic self-expression. All right, so that's Saturn here teaching you how to commit yourself and be the authentic person that you are, because Neptune will blur the lines between you and other people, okay? So on the 26th, we have, oh, please let me have done this the right way. Okay, I did. I wanted to make sure my receiver was on. But let's see. On the 26th, we have Mercury retrograde in Pisces, and this is happening in your fourth house, and this is your house of family. And I already talked about your fourth house. Yeah, I did. So your communication at home may falter because of the retrograde, with misunderstandings or resurfacing family issues prompting evaluation. Delays in property, renovations, or moves can occur. You may find yourself reflecting on your family, heritage, or ancestry. So on the 27th, we have Mars in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus. And this is happening in your third house of communication and siblings, and your sixth house of health and daily routines. So this transit creates friction, igniting impulsive actions where your mental drive clashes with your work stability. Okay?